Guys, we are live, and once again, we are going to be talking with our star, Adrianna. And as you guys filter in, I'm just going to tell you guys, just remind you that tomorrow is our last day of crowdfunding. Last day. So what we've got about a little over 24 hours now. And oh, there she is. We're going to get Adrianna in here. Can't believe it's already almost over, and it's crazy. It's exciting. We've got a few more people filtering in and getting us
Hello.
donations. Hey, how's it going?
Good. Everything's good.
Good to see you.
Yeah, you too.
Yeah. I was just letting people know that tomorrow is our last day of crowdfunding. Isn't that crazy?
It feels like time flies so quick sometimes. I'm like, what?
I know.
So, yeah.
I know.
I feel like it was just July and we were talking about, getting it going and everything. And now I'm like, it's the end of it already?
Oh, it's crazy. It's crazy. But we're excited. We're excited. We are, let's see, I was going to pull it up so that I would have it so I could have the numbers and everything in front of me. The last I looked, we had 73 backers. And we're at 74 now. We're almost at 15,000. So who's going to get us this 15,000? We've got 14,945 tonight so far. Somebody get us to 15,000. That'd be amazing. I'll blow you a kiss. All right, we've got Galadrim, we've got Chris in the room. Let's see, get you in here. You know what? Nobody wants a blown kiss from me. So maybe Adrianna, what?
I will blow you a kiss.
All right. Okay. That will be great.
Hi.
Hello.
That'd be much better.
Yes.
But yes, so tomorrow, last day of crowdfunding. Guys, it will be free to view once it's up on YouTube, but it actually costs money to make still. And unlike when you go to the movie theater and you're paying the studios to view the movie after they've made it because they've been able to fund the whole thing, ours is a little reversed, and we kind of need your help up front so that you can watch it for free indefinitely.
Yeah. Even if you get your neighbor or yourself $5, $2, anything, pocket, like anything will help us because we are so excited to make this film, and but we do need your help to do it.
Yeah, I mean, and just a reminder that every person that contributes, we're not looking at it as donations, like, we're a not-for-profit or anything like that. Yeah. We're looking at it as contributions. So when you contribute to our project, you're a producer of the series, and you get your name in the credits. No matter, if you give us $5 and $10, whatever, your name's going to be in the credits. But if you, there's other perks too. So we've got T-shirts and fun stuff. Adrianna's going to sign some posters for us, and it's going to be awesome. Yeah. There's some shout outs too, like little cameo things that you can. I
love it.
Yeah. But guys, so if you don't know Adrianna yet, you should. Because she's amazing. Well, I mean, how long have we been working together now? Gosh, it's been like
since 2017, would you say?
Something like that,
right? Yeah,
17. Yeah, 17 sounds about right.
There.
16 or 17. Yeah. So it's been some time. It's been some time, and and it's been awesome having Adrianna along with this ride, and she's doing a bang up job here. It's smashing job.
You guys are amazing to work with too. So I love growing with you guys and getting like every year. We're like just like learning new things in life, and it's just awesome to have you guys in my life. And I film too, so it's amazing.
And every time we get together on set, it's just so much fun.
Yeah,
it's so much fun.
Yeah,
we have a blast.
Literally, time flies by so quick. I'm like, wait, we're done already?
Are we done already?
Yeah. So and let's see. You were our Stephanie Brown. What year was that? 2018, I think.
2018.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think, 2018, because we wrote Girl in the Mask in 2019. So the year before would have been when we did the Red Hood fan series episode,
right.
I think.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. So it was 2018, and tell me, what was it like coming into the character at that point?
Oh wow.
If you can remember.
Remember, yeah.
I just remember like being in the beginning of my like acting career and just like kind of being like I just like was like I don't want to say clueless, but I was just like to now from then it's like a whole different like story in a sense. I'm a whole different person, I feel like too. So much has changed, but from that part, I just remember like I had so much fun. We did amazing. It was just like then for like I don't even know how to explain it. It just like feels like a different lifetime in a way,
Yeah.
So tell us about the role at that point. For viewers that maybe didn't see the episode, what did we have you doing?
Oh my goodness, I was running up and like running away from all these bad guys. I was I had a little superhero, but he was like a kid version, like saved me from these like bad guys, So that was awesome. Yeah, and then I really didn't know too much about like Stephanie Brown's character. It was just like, oh, you're gonna be this character in here, okay, let's go. And now, like, I feel like I know Stephanie Brown way
Yeah.
better. So,
Yeah. And you got to learn how to scream into a microphone.
So scared to scream into that microphone. I think I had your wife was with me.
Yeah, Ellen was there.
And she was like pregnant. I was like, I feel so bad having her help me like get my inner scream out. I was just like so nervous, but like.
So Tim and I were standing there. You're like, okay, you gotta like really gut it and scream, and you're like, ah! Yeah. We're like, would it help if we left the room? And so we left the room, and we're like standing outside, and we hear like these screams, you and Ellen like screaming into the mic. That was fun.
Yeah, I needed her to help me out a little bit, so thank you for that. That was so funny.
Hey, Andy. Hey, everyone. Thank you all for joining us. If you guys have questions, I know there's one in the question box right now, but if you've got questions, please throw them in the comment box or the question box. I don't know how to do that. Maybe you guys can figure it out. But do ask us questions about the character, about production, just about ourselves. We'd be happy to talk about what we're doing and where we've come from as well. Yeah, we were just talking about the Red Hood fan series episode number 2, where we had Stephanie. Adrianna played Stephanie as a small cameo role, running through a parking lot, being chased by bad guys. and then you had a dialogue section too.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. But don't even ask me to know what I was saying there. I was like,
No. Chris was playing a mock black mask and
fake black mask.
Fake black mask.
I had this rubber skull mask on that we'd painted black, and I was and I think. I was like walking on a platform because I'm 5'4", right? So I'm like walking on a platform.
Black mask needs to be like at least 5'10".
Yeah, right. Yeah. I love it. Oh.
But it was good. It was good. You got to play a couple of different like emotions there, and that was fun. That was fun.
Yeah. No, I had a great time, and that was hilarious. I just think it's so funny when the superhero kid saves me. Like I was just like in this
Cameron.
Cameron. He was awesome.
He was playing Damien, Robin.
Damien Wayne, and he's in a short with Kevin Porter.
That's right
now. Yeah, that's going to be released. It's like a Bat Family Christmas special. I'm looking forward to seeing that.
Yeah, it sounds really, really cool. I'm excited to see that. So first question here. Let's see. How long is the running time per episode? It's not split evenly. What happened is we wrote this entire thing as a 2 hour, feature length script, and it's 150 pages, 150 plus pages, and then we decided to produce it in 4 separate parts. And the cool thing about the script was, in the story, was it had 4 natural, what do you call it? Sections.
Basically acts. Yeah,
acts.
Yeah. It just kind of evenly, not evenly, but it naturally had natural breaks in the plot.
And with Adrianna's character too. So with each part, she has there's a sort of an emotional climactic point, and then she learns something new, and she has to move into the next part. And it's kind of that structure for each act. We didn't specifically think this is how we're going to write this, but this is kind of how it naturally came out. And the first part, I think, is going to be possibly the longest, right around 35-ish minutes, 35, maybe even as long as 40. We'll see. But everything after that is going to be at least 25 to 30 minutes. So.
It'll be how long it is.
Yeah. We're not planning any specific time run time for them.
But that's our estimate. Yeah.
Let's see. What is it like, Adrianna, being a superhero?
Oh, I feel like I've always, when I was younger, I've always watched the superhero movies, and I had so much adrenaline coming out of them, and I was just I want to be I want to be this hero and help people. And now me portraying this role has just been amazing. And every time I get into the costume, it's just so realistic, and so I feel like if I went outside and actually wanted to save people, I could do that. I mean, maybe my skills, I need to learn how to fight a little better, but
hey, you did pretty well in that fight scene, I gotta say.
Yeah. So but it's been amazing. It's been a dream come true, so I'm just so happy that it's happening. And yeah.
So
you're doing a great job, and you're really fitting into the role and bringing it to life.
Yeah. We just talked with somebody today, and they were saying how they loved how expressive you were, just with your eyes, because you've got the mask on, and you have to work so much harder to express an emotion with a mask covering, which which I think everybody's had to learn how to do maybe since 2020. If you're gonna smile, you gotta be literally. But they were commenting on how effectively you did that, and I think that's
true.
We also feel the same. You've been fantastic with getting those emotions across. Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah. I just feel like I'm just learning the character way more, and channeling that within me. Obviously every actor has their own way of channeling it or feeling it. But I feel like she's a part of me in a way now,
Sean's in the house.
Drew's here. Hello.
Drew's here. Hey, I know, Drew, you might be watching Twins or something, but I'm gonna invite you in case in case you have a little bit of time. But yeah, Drew is playing Adrianna's dad,
Arthur Brown.
Yeah. So huge shout out to Drew there, and shout out to Sean. Yeah. Sean was a huge help with that fight scene as well. I don't know what's going on.
Drew is a choreographer.
Yeah.
Drew's a fight choreographer.
Yes, little ones on the lap. I figured that might be the case. And let's see, who else? Who else do we have in here? I wanted to shout out to Chris at Signature Trends. He just cut my hair today.
Oh, yeah.
So He's in Hoffman
Thanks for getting him
Estates.
to the office on time, Chris.
Yeah, thank you. He's in Hoffman Estates, guys. Signature Trends. If you need a barber, he's really, really good. And so is the rest of his team. So, yeah. So another question here. Toughest part of the filming process. I would say just all of the running around and having to, like, because a lot of times we're like a 2, 3, maybe 4-man crew. I think the toughest part of the filmmaking process is just running around and getting lights set up, and then figuring out the angles and the framing and the lighting, all of that with just a few people. Because a lot of times it's just running back and forth between the camera and the lights and the, like, does that look good? No, okay, all right, move this over here, then running back to the camera, like, and it's like without a full crew that obviously studios would be able to pay for, but we don't have a full crew where it's like we've got this person doing the lighting and that person running electricity and that person doing sound. Doing sound is tough. And then
Adrianna's held the boom.
Adrianna has held the boom. Adrianna,
which she's not spoiler. She's holding a boom.
I am part of the cast and the crew.
Yeah, Adrianna has helped us hold lights and things, and so it's a very hands-on process for everybody involved, including the cast. And
shout out to Vince, because Vince has been super helpful in the last couple shoots that we've had, where it's like, when you need lights moved around and everything, he's like anticipating where you need stuff, and you're like, oh yeah. Thanks.
I love that about having Vince on set, because he does a lot of thinking for me, and he's also been our on-set costumer. So if ever we have issues with a costume or something like that, usually, I mean, in the past, without Vince there, I would be the one to have to fix those things and then go set up lights and camera and figure things out. But Vince can do those, costume details while we're setting things up, and that's been huge. That's been huge.
Yeah, we could use some different hats. Yeah, just change them.
Yeah, if we could copy ourselves, make copies of ourselves just to run around. That would be
like that Michael Keaton movie.
Yeah, that would be a great superpower. Oh, that's a great question, Adrianna. So if you could have any superpower, what would it be?
Oh, wow. Oh, okay, guys. Let me think about this.
No, we didn't send you that question.
Yeah.
Because this is like an actual one. Like, you need to think about every single, like, I feel like super speed. I just feel like I sometimes just need to get there right now. And I would just love to be ready and just like speed myself there, So I think super speed, like just being fast.
But Barry Allen is still late to stuff.
You're right. It probably won't help me out too much.
I mean, maybe speed would help, but I think at least I'm being confessional here. I think speed is not the main problem.
No, yeah. I'm thinking. I don't know.
No, super speed would be awesome. Yeah.
I mean, maybe speed and strength. Can I put that together?
Sure. I mean, like,
the
stronger your legs are, the faster you can run, right?
Literally, right?
Chris, what about you?
Me? Oh, I want to fly. That was always the one I like. Whew.
Yeah. I think flight would be really awesome.
Yeah,
really cool.
If I got rid of my like fear of heights, then I would do that. But if I'm flying up there,
if you could fly, I don't think you'd be afraid of heights.
Oh my goodness, that'd be funny.
Some comments here. From the stuff I've seen, you guys make it look awesome. Can't wait to see the rest. Thank you, Anthony. Oh, I think I saw a question back there from Anthony as well. Did we have another question?
Yeah. There's from Ellen.
Other than Robin and Batman, are there any other Bat family members mentioned or cameoed any Batgirls. We will neither confirm nor deny the existence of other Bat family members in the film. Maybe that's
no
a hint,
spoilers.
but no spoilers. You only get one spoiler.
There she is.
There's only one spoiler. But yeah, I mean, that's a good question. That's a good question. Let's see, what else do we have here? Drew says, have you guys, oh, different job patches so you can quarter to light. Yes. It'd be hilarious to have, just, I think that would be a really cool superpower, just to be able to duplicate myself and get so much more done. Yeah, that would be a great superpower. Uniforms,
Stephanie is technically a Batgirl.
That's right. That's right.
But not yet.
You get a pre-Batgirl.
Yeah. Yes.
All right. Yes. So, what else? I had another question here.
I think you're gonna ask Adrianna about choreography and learning.
Yeah. So yes, the last time we talked, we hadn't shot the fight scene yet, I think.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that right? Yeah.
Last time we were live with
last time we
Adrianna,
went live with you, we hadn't shot the fight scene yet.
Oh wow. Okay.
So tell us and the viewers, what was it like shooting the fight scene and kind of getting into that?
With the stunt guy.
I guess first of all, what did you expect, and then was it kind of like what you expected? Was it different?
I guess I didn't really know what to expect. I was just like, we went to, the training, and I didn't know, what was going on. In the sense, I didn't know the choreography before, but it was so much better than what I could have expected ever. I don't even, if that's a thing, like,
yeah.
Drew had it already, like, ready, like, everything, everybody was going. I was just like, wow, like, I just love that it was all set and it was all planned. It just was so beautiful, beautifully made, and I had so much fun, like, being a part of it and doing it, and the stuntmen and stuntwomen were just so good, and it just, everybody was so amazing to work with. I learned way new, like, different techniques. I was risen in the air, like, that was, yes.
Yeah. We came up with that move in rehearsal. And we with the Hurricanrana, and I was like, Drew, can we do more, like, either acrobatic or something to show that Steph has some, I don't know, some momentum chops. And I think I asked your double, like, how's your gymnastics? And she's like, oh, it's okay. And I'm like, okay, all right. So how do we do this? And we came up with that, like, lifting you up in the air, and then your double did the actual, like,
fall.
The flip, like the flip fall.
Flipping the guy over. That was amazing.
Yeah. No, I think that was that fight we did there was the most fun, just because I was, like, able to, like, do a lot more, and it was cool with getting him in the head too. I was like, so
I was gonna send you a video.
The moves yourself, so
I was gonna send you a video that I saw recently of it was a cage fight. It was a blanking. I don't know why. But it was a fight, and it was just a single elbow to the guy's forehead, and just, like, he was out. He was out, like, and bleeding all over the place, and it was just like, boom. And you gave that guy what, like 6 elbows?
I gave him, like, a good amount of elbows.
Well, he does have a gas mask on.
Thank you, Drew. UFC. Thank you, Drew, would, like, correct me on stupid things like that. Vince asks, what was it like for her putting on the spoiler suit for the first time? Oh, that's a good one. We'll come back to the fight, but the answer, that's a good question.
I feel like it was because I put it on just like the, you know, under layer, and then but when I put the whole thing on, it was just like it was just shock. It was just shock in my brain. I was just like, oh my goodness, you know. It just looks so real, and I just look so good. I don't know. You know, I just love how, and all the pictures we did too. I just like it just felt like it was like my superpowers were like engaged once I got the whole suit on. I was like, you know,
Yeah.
it just felt so good. So it was amazing seeing the whole suit and feeling and working in it.
We had the kids in the studio at that time too, when you came out, and all the kids were just like, "Oh, it's spoiler."
With the cape on too, and how it's so beautiful, and it's I love it.
That cape is heavy.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it flows really, really nicely.
Yeah, it has a nice kind of a flow to it.
Where can I watch the Stephanie Brown short movie? Or is it cut into episode? It will be on YouTube. We are still we're crowdfunding it. It'll be our crowdfunding ends tomorrow, guys. So you have only for Act 1. We have 1 day left to fund it, and please help us out. We have still post-production to get through, visual effects, and all costs money too.
And we have quite a few scenes left to do, so we need to produce.
Yeah, but it will be on YouTube, and you'll be able to keep up with us. Check out our link, the link in our bio after the live here, and you'll find a link
that goes to Indigogo. So we're crowdfunding on Indigogo.
Yeah, and we've only got, I don't know, less than 24 hours. Well, just over 24 hours. Just over 24 hours left. Let's see where we're at. Where are we at? I think we had the last I checked, we were at 74 backers.
Yeah.
All right, we're still at 74. So somebody please tip us over that 15,000 mark. That would be really, really great. We'll have Adrianna blow you a kiss over on the on the screen here. Somebody go right now. You can quit. You can leave here. Go to Indiegogo. Just fill in that however much that is, and then come back and say I did it, and then we'll we'll give you a shout out. We'll give you a shout out as well. But yeah, so YouTube is where it's going to live. We might get it up on, once it's all done, we might get it up on like Vimeo for better quality and stuff too.
And if you're a backer at one of these levels, you will get a digital download of a high quality, high resolution version.
4K.
So 4K UHD, no YouTube compression. Yep.
Yeah, and that'll be beautiful to watch on your home theater system if you have one. Let's see. You guys and gals seem passionate about what you do. Oh, very much so. I would say so, right? Right, Adrianna?
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
The UHD download is at the Digital Warrior level 3, and that's a $25 level. So.
Yes. So the Chuck Dixon post. Did you guys see that? Did you see that, Adrianna?
Yeah, I was like, I literally went to my sister. I was like, Julia, look at this. And she's like,
we've got more.
Like, oh my.
So
we do have more. We wanted to save this while we're live with you because he said something about you too.
What? Okay.
Chris, you have that quote?
I got it here. He says, Adrianna Mazurkiewicz embodies Stephanie to perfection. From her fighting style to her voice and mannerisms, she plays her in a restrained, natural style, free of melodrama. You will believe in her spoiler.
Oh my god.
That comes from the person that created the Stephanie Brown, the spoiler character.
Ask for higher praise than that.
Yeah, I'm like tears are forming because I'm just like so in shock. Like, what? Oh, I did not see, like, yeah, when you guys told me about this, I didn't think it would reach him at all. Like, I didn't even, I didn't even think it would. Oh, that's amazing. It makes my heart feel so happy. And I just like, it's so much happiness playing this role, being Stephanie, and it just makes my life, so much happier. So, I'm happy that he sees.
That's
like,
the effect. Yeah, that's the effect Stephanie has,
yeah,
right?
exactly. That's so.
I just,
it's super
that's so
validating of what we are doing and what we're, the product we're putting out. And I mean, our biggest goal was to be faithful to Stephanie's character and to put out a Stephanie Brown that people would look at and say, yeah, that's Stephanie Brown. That's what I think of when I read the comics. And for Chuck Dixon to say that, the one who created her, that's, tells us we're on the right track.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I'm literally in shock.
Yeah. All right. I think we just got a notification here.
Yeah.
Okay. We're a little bit closer. We're a little bit closer, guys.
So
thank you.
Thank
you. We just got another backer. We're at 75.
Yeah,
we're not quite over the 15,000 yet. So somebody put us over 15,000, and you get a blown kiss from one of us.
But which one will it?
I'm not doing it.
maybe have them pick.
Yeah, right.
Thank you so much. Thank you. It means so much to us. Every backer gets a screen credit. So you guys are producers of this film, and all the way up to the very top, every backer will get, and we'll have the different tiers in the credits laid out, so people know you're a waffle warrior. These are our waffle warriors. These are our eggplant avengers. And those will go in the end credits. But the associate producer level, the top tier, first of all, you get everything. You get all the posters, you get all the goodies, and then you also get an invitation to be on set with us. And that'll be cool to meet people that are also passionate about this project, passionate about Stephanie Brown, and you get an opening credit so as an associate producer. So, but thank you so much. Every single contribution helps. So, all right. Any questions, guys?
There was a question there, and I think
you get that, Chris. I'm not seeing it. Oh, am I able to add more to my contribution, or does it go as a different contribution? Okay, Chris.
From what we can tell, it seems that you need to get a refund for your original one and then reback at the higher level. From what we can tell, yeah. That's so that it doesn't seem like there's a mechanism to kind of up. Upgrade.
What you can do is probably do an additional contribution, a non-perk contribution, if that makes sense. I think there should be an option to do a non-perk contribution, and you just tell us what level you want to add that at, and then if there's any additional shipping or anything like that, we'll get in touch with you and work that out. But you could do that. How far do you guys plan on going with this as a series? It's actually written as a film, so it's written as a single piece feature-length film. So it's 150 some pages, and it'll run, once it's all cut together, it'll run probably just over 2 hours. And once it's all done too, we do plan on having I talked to Kevin too, and he's like, yeah, we should do that. we're planning on having a screening here in Chicago area that we would invite you all to be at, and we'll have a panel there, and all the actors will be there, and we'll have a good time.
Signings and
signings and probably some of these perks as well with us. So, but that's in the future. That's a little down the road. Let's get past funding. Let's get past funding episode 1 first.
Yeah.
Okay. Question here. Back to the fight scene, because we didn't finish talking about the fight scene. So, Adrianna, once we got to set, what were some of the things, like we did a rehearsal one day, and then we got to set and we did some filming. What was that like?
I'm thinking. I mean, I'm always ready to go, I know, I was ready to go. It was awesome having a stunt double to be there and, to do those stuff that to make it look, even more realistic, how it is in the acting world. But I think it was a great time. I feel like I love doing every scene, and I love doing every fight, and it was just a new adventure. It was just okay, let's go next. And
you had
I jumped in
a
there,
lot
and
of fighting to do too.
Yeah,
it was a lot.
Yeah, it was.
That's 4 fights in one scene.
Yeah, yeah. There was a lot to memorize, to go with, but I think we had a great team that was there with us, and everybody knew what they were doing, and it was just jump in. It was it was great.
Shout out to our double. We can't say her name right now, but we love you, and we can't wait to brag about you.
Yeah, no, she was amazing.
Question for Adrianna: what's your favorite aspect of Spoiler as a character? Oh, that's a great question.
Aspect of Spoiler as a character, do you mean? I'm thinking meaning more personality, or
I think anything.
Everything. I just love that she's just that she loves the adventure, that she has that motivation to be better and do better, and her love for Batman, and to not just that she loves Batman, but that she wants to help the world and do stuff. She's not just, it's you can love something, but then she wants to kind of be like him in a sense, but to help, Gotham City. So I love that she's outgoing and wants to help and wants to do that, and makes her own costume, and is let me go, do go on the street and just save people there, and just so I love that part of her, because I just love when people are so motivated and happy, and just I feel she loves that, and she does what she loves, or does what she wants basically, and I love that about her.
Yeah, I think that's what makes Stephanie relatable too.
Yeah,
every person can sort of relate to that desire to be better, and to grow, and to be helpful. And that's great. That's great.
Something about Stephanie is that she's not, she's not a superhero. She doesn't have superpowers. She's not a billionaire like Bruce Wayne. She is a normal person. And I think people can relate to that there's a normal person, a normal girl, but she wants to do something big. And I think, at some point in our lives, at least most of us want to do something big, but she goes out and does it. And that's, I think that's something that readers could relate to when reading. And I hope they can relate to that in the film as well.
Yeah. And I hope they have motivation from it to be hey, she can do it, I can do it. That's how I was with watching movies, watching Marvel even. I know I can't do all that superhero, I can't fly, but you feel that in your heart, you're just so excited to be motivated and live life, So I'm happy, and I hope people get that from her too.
As a kid, I used to have those superhero dreams, after watching Batman or Superman or something like that, and I would imagine that I was like a character like that. But the most annoying thing was that when I fly in my dreams, I can't control it. Like I can't like go
You're
forward.
just
Like, well, I'm
kind of like
flying.
floating around. Like,
Yeah.
I have those too.
When I fly in my dreams, I have like, I feel the, you know, the stuff in your stomach where you're like dropping. I'm like sleeping and I feel like I'm dropping. It's so weird.
The mind is incredible.
Yeah.
That it can just kind of create those experiences while you're sleeping, and you
100%.
feel like it's real. It's so cool.
Yeah.
What are you still kind of looking forward to in production? Are there things that, like, without spoilers, but are there things like different kinds of scenes that we haven't shot yet that you're still looking forward to now that you've done some of the fight scenes?
Yeah, I think that I'm excited to start working more with like Kevin and RJ and like getting that trio
Yeah.
together, and like I feel like our energy together is like amazing.
It's
like
really
amazing. What I'm I just feel like we get into character and there's something like we just light up and we're just like ready and we go and we have all this energy to do it. And so I'm excited just to work with them more and keep like learning how our relationships, you know, in that sense will work. And yeah, I'm really excited for that.
So I'm excited to get I'm really excited to get Stephanie and Tim Drake or Red Robin together in part 1. But there's stuff in part 2 and 3, specifically 3, that I'm like, oh, I can't wait to do this. I can't wait to do this, guys. There's some really, really fun stuff between the 3 of them. And but of the things that we've shot so far, what's been the most challenging, and then also what's been the most kind of fun?
I guess the most challenging would be like learning the choreography for the stunts. Some of them, like just the technique, I want to make sure I perfect the technique. So it's just like that. I just want to practice that more, I would say. And that's just like the most challenging with but it's also so fun. I'm learning. I love learning it. It's like, it's all like every time I go to set, I'm like learning new things and having so much fun. So, but I think I wouldn't say this was like, and that's it. My favorite part was a scene we did. Oh, this is too much spoilers. I can't say it. I'm going to spoil everything once I do this. Just the emotional scenes. Let's just say that. Having some emotional scenes that we did have really like lit the fire in my heart for this. You know, like just made me feel so good with this character and with what we're doing. So I would say like the really emotional scenes have been weirdly a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Are you talking about the scene in the bedroom that we shot?
Yep.
Yeah, because I know which scene you're talking about, and I know Tim and I were behind the camera. Afterwards we're like,
yeah.
like,
I was just like, I can't talk right now. She did oh man, you guys, Adrianna was amazing in that scene, and the emotion and the just like the energy. It was really good.
Mm-hmm.
It was, I mean, it was real. That was the thing about it. It was real, and it, you know. Anyway, no spoilers, right?
No spoilers.
Adrianna, how many hours of training did you do for the role, or do you learn the fight scene on the go from the stunt coordinator as you guys film the fight?
So the stunt, the one we did, the bigger scene, we had a day that like I learned it before, and then the next day we had it going. But I feel like right now I'm learning stuff more on the spot. But I do want to do more training with Sean. I don't know if he's still with us, with Sean, to learn more of the choreography and the fight. So I just know it already. But so training will be coming more, but I've been learning it on the go kind of. But like it's like I don't know how to explain it. we're learning it both. I'm learning it both. I'm not fully trained with that yet, but I'm
Well, we
getting
only
there.
had the choreography kind of locked in, the day before.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you didn't get a lot of hours to, practice choreography. And of course, we had, your double, and she was really helpful in kind of like showing you different things, and she's your size and your build, so it's like
No, it was
perfect.
perfect. I was like, come here, show me like exactly, when she showed me, I just felt like it was like me doing it. So I was like, okay, I could understand it a little better.
Like you're looking in a mirror, right?
Literally, exactly. So I was happy that she was there to help, and yeah.
Yeah, awesome. Cool. Man, what are some of the things? I guess. Sorry, I had a brain fart.
Happens.
Do you have any questions for us, Adrianna?
Wow, put me on the spot here.
You can think about it.
How are you guys feeling with the film? How are you guys feeling with everything? Like, you guys have taken it from making the script to what it is now. Like, how are you feeling?
Yeah, it's so the whole process is really, really exciting, and watching people come together, because it started out with these three people, guys. It was just the three of us saying, "Hey, you guys want to do something? Yeah, let's do it." And then we wrote this massive script, and then watching people come in just like one by one, and I think it started with RJ. RJ was, the first to like really, sign on and like, yeah, I'm there. I'm gonna be your Robin, and that was so cool. And watching, doing the screen tests with you, in 2020, just before
Just
that all
that.
happened. But it's funny too, because God's timing is crazy. As much as we would have loved to have gotten started filming in 2020, we weren't ready, and we weren't ready with the suits. We weren't ready with. I'm still waiting for RJ's suit. Like we're so close. We're so close. And Vince is like, hey, do you have the suit in yet? Do you have the suit in yet? I'm like, dude, it's almost here, I promise. Because he's supposed to come over and help me put the suit together for RJ. But we just weren't ready. And then like little by little, we started adding more people, and it's just been so exciting. And then, Kevin got involved, and it was like, oh, wow, this is something. And then, to take it from just the three of us having conversations about, hey, why don't we do something fun, to Chuck Dixon just told us that our project's really good looking.
I'm still in shock. Like, you might have to remind me a couple of times before I'm like, are you sure? Are you sure?
Post that. We're gonna post the quote. Yeah.
I love it. That's,
So, but to go from that to that, it's just, wow. So I'm feeling really, really great about the project. I mean, I didn't even talk about how the footage is or anything. It's just the project overall has been amazing, an amazing journey. So
100%. And you're right. It's like God's timing, whatever you believe in, universe, God. Like, I just feel like it was meant to be this way, everything was meant to be, and it's working out for the best, I feel like, right now. And I feel like acting wise, I am so much more prepared and confident and feel this character. And now that everybody that's joining our, the team is phenomenal. And I feel like we have such a good team with us. So happy.
Yeah. Chris, how are you feeling about the stuff actually coming in? Like,
Good. Yeah, I'm, Tim edits, and then I do most of the color grading right now, and it's, it looks good. Tim puts a scene together and like shoots it to me. I was like, oh yeah, this is looking good. And then and I can see like what I'm gonna do with it, with like to really like pull out the characters or kind of emphasize different things in the scene. And yeah, I get excited when I get to color a scene, and and then we did sound on the fight scene.
Oh yeah.
And we got Smith Lightheart doing the music, which was amazing. And just all the things that are coming together, because the thing about film is that it really is kind of like the coming together of all art forms, right? So you have the visual, and then you have the audio, right? And you have music, which is another art form, and then you have drama, that is another art form that has been on the stage for thousands of years, and all these art forms that have been existing in some form for thousands of years just like all come together. And then that's why it takes such a big team to do to produce something like that. Mm-hmm. And when it comes together, and when you see a scene come together, it's just like magic. It's great.
Yeah. We had a question from Vince. Will there be a sequel or a spin-off web series? There are no specific plans for that right now. But let's just get through this one and see what happens. See what happens. I mean, again, guys, we are so close to 15,000 on our crowdfunding, but like I'd love to see that tip, and then we're going to be preparing right off. Tomorrow. Yeah, we're going to be preparing right away for part 2. We've already shot some of part 2, and I think some of part 2, part 3, part 4. Guys, because this is planned as a full film. There are scenes where it's like, okay, we need this set for all 4 parts. And so we'll shoot like all 4 parts in wherever that set takes place in all 4 parts we've taken care of already. So the scenes that you see in the trailers and the teasers and stuff, those are from fully shot scenes. And those are, from fully completed scenes. We didn't go out and say, okay, let's pick a sliver of the script and shoot this for the trailer.
Like something that looks nice on the on the screen.
Yeah,
those are things that we pulled from actual footage of parts. Yeah, but
at this point, we don't have specific plans for spin-offs or additional things. I would love to do a short. This is just like in my dreams. I would love to do a short of Spoiler with Batman taking down Killer Croc. That would be so cool. I would love that. That would be so cool. But again, no specific plans for that right now. But hey, let's see where it goes.
Let's get this done. Get this done.
Yes, let's get it done. Sorry in advance. This is from LoFP. Who was the costume designer for this project? The Batsuit especially looks incredible. Thank you. I worked closely with our costume guy down in Louisiana, Unmasked Studio, so give him a follow. He does amazing work. But the bat suit design was mine, and we kind of blended together what he could do with my ideas, and it was like, okay, like we need this suit by X time because Kevin's going to be on set in May, and we need to buy that. And so it was like, okay, what can we do quickly? And then so he did the muscle suit with the paneling, and then I designed the bat emblem and had that 3D CNC'd out, and then he created a beautiful urethane emblem that he glued to the chest, which is so cool. And then
which you can have, by the way.
Which which is a perk up at our Eggplant Avenger level. The you get a shadow box, and it'll be lit by LED lights of the bat emblem floating. It's cool. It's cool. I'm looking forward to that one too. But that emblem will be cast using the exact same mold that we used to do the chest emblem on Batman. But yeah, so then there are gauntlets that I designed and 3D printed, and then there are shin guards and boot guards that Vince fabricated out of some great materials, and then we painted them together, and it's a great thing that's coming together.
And then the cowl.
And the cowl is a Sean Reeves Effects cowl, and he got that to Kevin, but the cape is also Unmasked Studios. So yeah, it's a great look.
It's a good looking suit. Yeah. Yeah.
Spoilers.
If you haven't seen the latest picture of Kevin in the suit on his Instagram, you got to go look at that. Kevin Porter, his Instagram.
Yeah, those pictures were phenomenal.
Those came from just the what do you call it, the green screen photos that we took when he was there. So that was cool.
Kevin is massive.
He's huge.
He's
and
so big.
Chris and I both got to get beat up by him.
Yes.
Here, check this out. All right, I'm going to show this because it's glorious.
Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Haven't seen this yet.
I haven't even seen this yet. Wow.
So there's Kevin Porter in that suit on a pillar. He was on the pillar for an hour, guys. No, I'm kidding.
We're like, no, you can't come down yet. Stay right there.
But yeah, that's from that shoot that we did, and then I worked that up in Photoshop, and I liked the and this is the vibe that we're going for in the film too, where we're blending sort of the Gothic together with some modern touches. So yeah, so that's our vision for Gotham. Yeah, it was so cool getting beat up by Kevin, though, by Batman.
Yeah, when Kevin puts on that cowl and the ears come up, he's almost 7 feet tall with the ears, and you just kind of like look up and you're like, whoa. And yeah, I mean, anybody would be intimidated by that if they ran across that.
Vince also got to get beat up by him, and we had him with a rubber gun, like pointing at Batman like this, and Batman just goes boom like this, and we were like behind the camera, and not even behind the camera, we were rehearsing it, and it was like, all right, Kevin, so come up this way, and bring out your arms, and Vince, you're raise your gun like this, and Kevin goes whoosh like this. Everybody's like, ugh. It was so cool.
Awesome.
It was so cool. And Vince is like, why am I even going up against this guy?
It's like, I must be crazy.
I'm the dumbest guy on the streets. Going up against this Batman.
Yeah.
But it was awesome. It was. Cool.
That's the feel that you want for Batman. When he needs to strike fear to the hearts of the criminals. And
he does.
Yeah.
Like when he walks into the room and you see him as Batman, it's like, oh, Mom, that's really cool. But when he starts moving and he's like trucking towards you, oh man, it's scary. It's scary, and in a really, really good way. Yeah, exciting, guys. Really, really exciting. All right, guys. Anything else for us? We've got just 2 more minutes, and we'll call it a night. thanks so much for
Thank you for
spending your evening
joining
with
us.
us,
Yeah.
Adrianna.
Yeah, of course. I always love chatting with you guys, and yeah, we've been it from the beginning,
Yes.
so I'm always here.
Yeah.
So
I started watching Dive, so I got to finish that.
Oh, yeah, that's fun too.
Yeah.
It's a whole different character from Stephanie, but it's a good, it gets my acting going.
Yeah, it's a good stretch for you, and it's fun. It's a lot of fun to watch. Wish you all the best of luck on this project, and congrats, Adrianna, on this role.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you. Guys, thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah,
Chris.
thanks everybody for joining. We have 1 day left to fund on Indiegogo. So one day left in the Indiegogo campaign, and I guess somebody did this calculation. I'm not a math guy, but if all our followers were to come in at the, well, what was that, Digital Warrior level 3,
$20. If you get us $20, every follower gave us $20, we'd smash our goals right now. Yeah. So and we have what, 1,500, almost 1,600 followers now.
Yeah.
So I think we have one.
Guys, another question.
What made you guys start your own film studio?
Oh, you know what? This kind of relates to another question that I think I remember seeing back too. So what made us want to do movies or something like that? I mean, we've loved movies. I've loved movies from the beginning. And at 9 or 10 years old, I wanted to write my own comic book, and I have sketches in a folder from when I was like 12 years old of comic book characters that I created. Maybe I'll release those sometime, but maybe I'll actually write the thing. But I wanted to write comics when I was like a little kid. And then the more we watched films together, Chris and I watched films together, the more we grew just loving the medium of film and the storytelling. Chris loved books, reading, novels and stuff. I was not a big reader, but I loved like the film industry and that form of storytelling. It was so cool. And then when Netflix came along and started doing sort of longer form storytelling where it's like a mini series, and it's like, oh, this is cool, and it's like you get to have a novel length story and told in a filmic way, and I think that's awesome. Yeah. I'm trying to find that one question. I know there was a question back there somewhere, and I don't remember who asked it. I'm so sorry, guys.
While you're doing that, to remind you all,
yes,
we are doing a giveaway right now. We are giving this away tomorrow. This is the Robin 80th anniversary 100-page special with Stephanie Brown on the cover as Robin. And to enter, all you have to do is tag 3 friends on the pinned post with that cover. So tag 3 friends, and you will be entered in the drawing, which we will draw at some point tomorrow evening. Our schedule is a little bit.
That question was, is filmmaking something you guys always wanted to do? I think I just answered that. But Adrianna, how about you? When did you start wanting to do like acting and filmmaking?
Oh my goodness. I feel like deep down it was like always like something I wanted to do. I just love watching movies, and the way they make me feel is just like phenomenal. And I think it was when I was like 13 years old, I just heard like in the radio, if you want to be an actress, call da 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 da. And I never did that, but I was just like, let me see into acting classes. I'm like, you know, just there was a spark lit up in me that I knew I wanted to do it for like probably since like 13, 12 years old, honestly. And I didn't really start doing it until like more like 15, 16, but it's been there for a while. And yeah, I'm happy I brought that side, you know, that side out.
So
Yeah.
are we.
Yeah.
I love it. Yeah.
All right, guys.
All right.
Just quick reminder that tomorrow is our last day of crowdfunding, and somebody please get us over the 15K.
Yeah.
We're at 14,950 right now. Somebody
We'll be live
somebody
tomorrow.
do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, please.
And we're gonna
Please,
be
please.
we're gonna be going live tomorrow a couple of times. Once to I think once to announce something, and then I don't remember.
Yeah, good.
We'll make announcements tonight, probably, hopefully. But thank you so much for joining us, everyone, and thank you everyone for your support. It means so much to us, and we really can't do this without you guys.
And you can send us your questions, and we'll answer them in live tomorrow.
We'll answer more questions in live tomorrow. But thank you for your support. We're excited. We're fans too. So let's all come together as fans and make something amazing for this character, Stephanie Brown, and in this world. It's awesome. So, guys, we will see you next time. Thank you again so much, Adrianna, for joining us.
Thank you.
We look forward to
joining us.
Yeah, we look forward to doing more production with you. Hopefully in the next few weeks, maybe, and then we'll have more lives, guys.
I love it.
Right.
And don't forget to
everyone.
Share, tell your friends, contribute, help us out. This film's gonna be amazing. So thank you guys for being here with us.
Yes, yeah, you heard it from Adrianna. You've heard it from Chuck Dixon now.
Yeah.
It's gonna be good, guys.
Yeah.
It's gonna be good. Thank you so much.
Bye,
Have
guys.
a great night, everyone.
Good night.
Good night.